What it is, guys, it's your boy icjosh, and basically this episode of Dragon Ball Super, well, I want to start off with one of the things that kind of got me for a second, and we call basically that first wind of, you know, some shit going down. And it was whenever Goku was summoned back to Beerus and Whis, and they were having the whole discussion about the King of All, and he was like, yeah, so how are we gonna get there, because it's a 2-day trip, you know, there and back, you know, if I take you. And then he's like, well, Whis is like, well, the Kaioshin, he can take us there in an instant. And then Whis is like sitting there talking, and then, you know, this is when Beerus jumps in the mix, and he's basically like, whenever you do take the Kaioshin, make sure you're extra protective and you make sure he's safe. And then Goku comments in, he's like, wow, you're really, you know, trying to, you know, take care of somebody. And that's when Whis drops the bomb and is like, well, if the Kaioshin dies, then Beerus dies. And the Goku's like, wait, so if I want to beat you, all I gotta do is beat the Kaioshin. And Beerus freaks out and he's like, why did you have to tell him, you know, stuff like that? Because he doesn't really need to know that. And Whis is like, what do you think Goku's gonna do? Really go beat the Kaioshin? Really? Now, one thing that we get in this one is we start getting these scenes back again with Zamasu and Gowasu, and they're basically talking, basically watching these barbarians still go at it and still fight each other. And this is like when we start to see a lot more of the black tendencies in him. He actually murders, straight up murders the barbarian that's trying to basically kill him, really. But like it's like after he does it, you know, we see that he's back with Gowasu. And Gowasu's like, give me back my, you know, ring, give me back my Kaioshin ring, because, you know, obviously it was temporary anyway. He's not necessarily super pissed at him, but he's just like, you know, you didn't have to do that. We could have just left. Zamasu kind of like gives us his whole little like backstory for a second. Like he was about to straight up give us everything. He was like, look, if we're, you know, gods and we see evil, then why don't we punish the evil? Why don't we just watch, you know, the evil? And then Gowasu's like, look, you know, we watch because, you know, even though there's evil, there's good. So that person that's evil could be good later on. I mean, we see it all in Dragon Ball with, you know, Vegeta, Piccolo, you know, we all see it. The TN too. So it's like they have that opportunity to really change. And you basically just, you know, murdered somebody that could have changed, you know, that could have, you know, possibly saved, you know, his whole planet somehow, you know, he could have, and you just took him away. So basically one thing that we actually do see a lot while they're talking is basically this cup of tea and how it's like turning different colors and stuff. And he basically, you know, is talking about how that once you, you know, once you're brewing this tea, and, you know, if it's brewed to like, you know, you're having a dark or, you know, evil tendencies, or, you know, you got some hesitation in you or something, like it shows up in the tea. So he's like, you know, go make me another pot of tea, just to be clear. And then he looks at the tea again and he's like, So the other thing that I want to talk about is Bulma. She's working on the time machine, and we see that everybody's kind of like, oh snap, you know, working on a time machine. It's almost ready. Mai's like, I'm gonna go tell, you know, Trunks that it's ready. She's like, look, they've been training, just let him sleep for a little bit longer, and then we'll, you know, get to him and all that. But the funny thing in this episode really is Goku seeing the King of All. Like I just don't know what's so, it's so funny. But at the same, it's like, you gotta love Goku for this, just for the simple fact that it's Goku and how he really is. Like, he's just so carefree that he walks into this palace, you know, everybody's like being all formal, and the King of All is basically telling everybody to shut up or he'll destroy you and shit. Like, I thought that was freaking hilarious, because he's like, look, motherfucker, I'm having my own moment here. I'm having some fun. I'm with my friend. And it's so funny to see him be that way, because you don't really see that. And like Beerus and Whis and everybody's just like shocked that, you know, he's so carefree like in front of Goku, because they all know that, you know, he has the power, and I guess he has some side of him that when he gets angry, he will blow shit up. And they're like, don't go in and, you know, fuck that up and blow everything up. we don't need that. But it's good to see that he's basically going in and making friends with Goku, and he basically gives him this button that is like, look, if you ever want me around, if you ever want to hang out, you ever want to do anything, hit this button and I'll come directly to you. So maybe it's not like, maybe it's an instant, like he'll come directly in an instant, or like it'll take him, you know, a couple of seconds or whatever, and then he'll be there. But what I mean is like, I can picture Goku doing something, or maybe like in the middle of a fight, and maybe even in a fight with Black, and Black accidentally, you know, hit it, or he bump up against something, or maybe like he's, you know, pushed into a rock formation or something, and you know, it goes off, and then the King of All pops up, and he's just like, we're in the future. Y'all fighting in the future. Y'all didn't tell me about this time machine shit. Like, I can see that happening. Possibly he could even defeat Black Goku and get rid of him there. So that is something. Other than that, we see that whenever Goku goes back in front of Beerus and they're talking, like Goku's already nicknamed the King of All-Chan, and it's hilarious to see Beerus' reaction to that, because I literally died laughing whenever I seen that. He was like All-Chan, eyes all bugged out, fell over, hit his head. You know, was just seeing all the planets all around his face. I thought that was freaking hilarious. I was like, yeah, I can totally see how everybody else is like, you know, completely freaking out that, you know, he's giving the King of All, you know, a nickname, and the King of All is like cool with the nickname. They're on like this friendly basis now, to where it's just like, yo, how you doing? Where you at? One of the things I forgot to talk about was that Goku basically said that he's gonna like find a friend to come back with, and you know, everybody's kind of like, you're lying to the, you know, King of All. You better have somebody, or you know, shit's gonna go down. So I don't know. Maybe he'll say, I don't know if he'll say Vegeta. I feel like if it's somebody goofy or something like that, it might be, he could possibly like pick like his son, like Goten, or you know, somebody like that to like come over and be like, you know, friends with and everything. I could kind of see that, but I can also see him like trying to bring in Vegeta, and then like having Vegeta and Goku have their like comedy banner with each other, and you know, the King of All like laughing his ass off at everything. So I could see that happening. But other than that, we get to see at the end of this episode where Goku and Vegeta, along with future Trunks, get in the time machine, and they literally teleport to the future. And this is when it gets real. Like, you know, Goku is like, I was looking out the whole time, falls out, everybody else is just, you know, walking out, looking back at him like, you dumbass. And it's hilarious because they start walking. Goku's looking around like, damn, this is what the, you know, future looks like. Man, everything's all destroyed and stuff. And Trunks like sees Mai's hat, well, her boggin or whatever, and like he starts running over to it, and he's like, yo, Mai was supposed to be here. Where is she? And you know, Trunks is just looking around, kind of confused. Vegeta is like running after him, like, what, you know, what's going on? You know, okay, so if she was here, then obviously she was moved. Like, they don't know that she's still alive, and Black is still around. They're obviously like trying to like search out Ki, because they keep looking around. Like even Vegeta looks around at some point in time, like Goku does, and they're looking around like, are we surrounded or something right now? And we get to see that some of the resistance basically is shooting rockets off at Goku because they think that he's Black Goku. So it's interesting to see how that's going to happen. It's interesting to see how all of them are really going to take, you know, to Goku, seeing Goku and then seeing the other Goku. Like it's going to be weird to see that. But we also get a little bit of confirmation on something that I'll talk about here in a second. Now, for this episode, I'm definitely going to go ahead and give this one a good 7 out of 10. I did enjoy it. It wasn't like crazy amazing, but I did enjoy it. And I'd probably watch it again. It was kind of funny. Like the whole scenes with the Omni King, or King of All, and Goku was absolutely hilarious, especially with Beerus too. Like that was absolutely hilarious. Now, the preview that we get is basically confirmation of everybody wanted was basically Super Saiyan Rose. Well, Super Saiyan, I think it's just Super Saiyan Rose, or Super Saiyan God Rose. It might just be Super Saiyan Rose. I think it was. And that is Black. So right now, right off the bat, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that they must be going through the whole fucking Skittles bag, because like we got yellow, we got red, we got blue, and now we're gonna have rose, which, you know, is basically almost pink. So no, actually it kind of is pink. I think what I've seen, like he's like pink hair kind of. So I'm just literally waiting for indigo, violet, maybe a green. I've already seen like some fan stuff where Gohan is, you know, green, like he's Super Saiyan green. Like I've seen that. I'm literally just waiting on like everything. I'm waiting for orange too. Like then we'll complete the whole Skittles bag. Then we can just line it all up and be like, this is the whole evolution. This is the rainbow right here. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. But I'm super hyped to see how, you know, Black is going to be in a Super Saiyan Rose form. I'm seeing how, I want to know how strong he's going to be, because obviously Goku, when he was Super Saiyan, I think he might have been just Super Saiyan 2, like, and you know, he was beating Black, so he didn't even go Super Saiyan God. And they even said that his Black's potential was like unknown, which is leading to this now. And it's I'm kind of thinking like, if, you know, Black is just, you know, Zamasu, like in Goku's body, did he just, you know, somehow dig up Goku's body or something and was just like, let me just make this same body and the same DNA structure and then, you know, transform myself into it? Or did he just transform himself into Goku? Because I'm kind of wondering like how the hell he would have Saiyan abilities, unless he was like absorbing like Goku's DNA and shit in him while they were fighting. Then I could kind of understand that one, but then that's going to be kind of weird, because that kind of means that like just about any other Kaioshin could probably do that. So that'll be weird to really see that at all. Like I'm kind of like, how you gonna go with that? But guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think of Super Saiyan Rose. Do you think they're gonna do the whole Skittles bag? Do you think Gohan is literally gonna be Super Saiyan Green at some point in time? What did you think about this week's episode? Like I said, Ryan, I give it definitely a 7 out of 10. What would you rate it? Are you super excited for Goku and Vegeta to go up against Black, Super Saiyan Rose? That's gonna be hype. What's your predictions with the button that the Omni King, or the King of All, gave Goku? I feel like that button's gonna get hit, and he's gonna come in the middle of the fight and be like, you know what? Finish. I want to see this. But that's all I have for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, smack a like on it. If you didn't, well, you know, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Share the video out. Super Saiyan Rose confirmed. It's real. It's happening. I'm out. Peace. I think it was 966, 967, something like that. And for like one day,